Hello and welcome to iskipper.net. This is lesson 1, parts of the boat. What we're going to do is start at the very front of the boat and then work backwards and we'll kind of cover every piece of equipment that you come across on your concrete course. So at the very front of the boat we've got the bow, which is the pointy bit. Attached to that we've got the pulpit, which is this frame just here. And then we've got some guardrails, and this is just for a bit of security really, so less chance of slipping into the water. Then we've got a wire inside this here that holds the front end of the mast up, which is called the forestay. And then wrapped around the forestay on this particular one we've got a Genoa. So this is the actual sail. Once it's unrolled, that'll be our Genoa. Moving back, I can't quite open it at the moment, but inside here we've got our anchor. That's the anchor locker there. And then I'm actually sat on at the moment is a spinnaker pole. So we use that for the third sail on the boat, or for possibly poling out the head sail. Then moving back down the boat, we've got this here, which is what we call the mast, and this supports the sails. So, yep. Then holding the mast up at the sides are these stays, which are called the side stays. And then, I don't know if you can quite see there, but this black rope here actually runs up to the Genoa. And ropes that pull sails, trim sails, are called sheets. So we call this the Genoa sheet. Underneath here we've got, can't quite see it because of the sail, but this metal spar here is called the boom, and that supports the underside of the mainsail. Actually up here is what we call our mainsail, and that slides up the mast and supported by the boom on the other side. Then this spar here that pulls the boom downwards is called the vang. You might know it as the kicker strap if you've done a little bit of dinghy sailing, and that just pulls the boom down and tightens the leech of the sail. Then moving back down the boat, we've got a few of these on the boat. So this here with these ropes tied round are called cleats. And these are just an easy way of attaching ropes to the boat without tying too many knots. So that's our midships cleat there. Then back down the boat, we've got a few winches, and these are just for grinding in these ropes nice and tight. We'll look at them in another lesson. And then we've got some jammers as well, which also help us control the ropes that we're using. Then coming back, we've got it's actually coiled up at the moment. We've got the Mainsheet, which again the sheet trims the sails in, and that just controls the angle of the boom. Then towards the back of the boat, we've got our steering wheel. So that's connected down to the rudder, which is actually under the water, and that's what steers the boat. And just out of shot down here you'll have what we call the Mast control, which is just it's the throttle for the boat. And then at the back of the boat, so we're actually on the stern of the boat now. Bow's the front, stern's the back. We've got a few life rings, a few dam buoys. So we've got a dam buoy over here, and these are for a man overboard situation. It's something we can just throw into the water just for a little bit of support. And then, I don't know if you want to come round right to the stern of the boat. So this part's called the transom, and if you just make out there, we've got a life raft on the back of the boat also. So that's just a brief introduction to a few other parts of the boat.